All right, let's do a silent run. I just lost a silent run, so not my strongest character, although, you know, it's the Ascension 10. Ooh, the first card awards have Glam is so strong, but so is Booming Conch. So you either get 3 elites at a better start than normal, and with the silent, that's a 9-card starting hand. That is a quintuple elite. Oh, with campfires in between. That's, I mean, yeah, I mean, Glam is great, but come on. Okay, so we're gonna grab a couple of events, 3 fights into an elite. Ugh. Then rest site, if need be. Then a second elite. Rest site is a... Am I counting wrong? Yeah, a 3rd elite. 4th elite. Holy shit. And we have chances to bail if this goes poorly, but wow. The silent doesn't usually get strong enough to just charge through elites like that, but I'm gonna try my darndest. I'm gonna try. I overblocked there, but I got a little excited. So last time I grabbed a couple of extra cards, Strike and Defend, for a couple of relics, and they just didn't do what I needed. And it's always brutal to lose a run on camera, but that's just how it goes when you try out new relics. I never thought adding extra cards would be something I ever wanted. And sometimes those relics can make sense, but, you know. All right, we got Soulfish. So Poison Stab could probably be good. Haze is just kind of impossible to play right now. Honestly, floor 1 Poison Stab is decent. Okay. Spoils map is a curse. That is not going to pay off for a very, very long time. I'm being extremely greedy with all these elites, and adding this to my deck right now is just not a good... I think a random potion is what I need to help me get through these fights. Not that. Ooh, upgraded uncommon attack or upgraded common attack? What are the uncommon attacks for this character? I'm actually curious. So we could do uncommon attacks. Backstab, precise cut, dash, pounce, pinpoint. Not really a lot of what I'm doing here. I don't have a ton of energy, although Skewer turn 1 Booming Conch could be fun. I don't have a lot of discard. Strangle's fine, dash is fine. This is a card reward, and this will be upgraded. So, like, it'll look like that. Pounce is extremely strong. Bits from Kazusa over here is extremely strong. What are the common attacks? Dagger Spray could be Leading Strike. I'm gonna respond to her comment. So I could get another Poison Stab, or, you know, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Who needs a duplicator? I'm not even sure what I'm duplicating right now. What do we get? Pounce is kind of exactly what I was hoping for. 20 damage is so much. Finisher is something I can't really set up, and Backstab is nice to have. Backstab is a card I'll have in most decks, especially Booming Conch. Like, it's just sort of wonderful. But you don't need it. Dude, this is why it's so strong. Look at that damage. Wait, so I could Pounce Survivor for full... Yeah, so we just get him out of there. Do that. Get... I mean, it could be point. It doesn't really matter, but... Wow. That is why 20 damage is such a big deal. Early game, it's enough to darn near one-shot most enemies. Are we gonna get Pounce again? So we can defend Strike, and that's perfect. No damage taken. And then we get a new potion anyway, so sweet. Blade Dance, Scare is really strong. Dagger Spray versus crowds would be nice. I would love to upgrade that. I think there are... So, I actually don't know all the elites in the Underdogs. We have the Skulking Colony, then we've got the Underdogs right here. Is it? Yeah, so we got the Eels, Skulking Colony, and then the other Eel. So, big single target damage, doesn't go too far with him. Survivability. So, like, Dagger Throw, obviously, versus the Eels would be great. Scare is interesting. It's a card they kind of brought back. 1 week to all is just sort of a solid block solution. I'm not a big fan of drawing block cards right away. Pounce into Scare would be... I'm going to try it. Just because it's an updated card that I've only been able to use like once. And I don't want to overthink it too much. So, yeah. This guy... We want to kill this one on the left first. And I think we can do that easily with this. I'll take 1 damage intentionally, but get him really close to lethal. Yeah. Then we can do something kind of annoying. I want to strike, but Pounce for 20 damage is so freaking much. And then this only is at the end of the enemy's turn. This is not worth a colorless potion. I know that, but I want to. Is this more or less? I think it's going to be 1 strike on this guy no matter what we do. And then we basically will take 14 next turn, which we can block, I think. Or darn near. Yeah, we'll do it. It's a terrible feeling. Oh, Pounce. If only. If only. So now we can, you know, weaken. Yeah, and then we'll have 9 block, which is fine. I'll take 1 damage. I suppose. Vulnerable potion, 9 HP every turn is kind of a lot. Colorless potion is really good. Vulnerable versus pounce is just 10 damage right there. Dash isn't a skill. That'd be convenient with pounce. Blade Dance is a lot of attacks once. We haven't picked up any, well, kind of a defense card. Dash is sort of both. Precise Cut I like. It's a lot of damage, and we would like with pounce to be clearing out our hand. So, all right, first elite. We got these guys. Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna go for a colorless potion right out of the gate, just to see what we're working with. Ooh, Nostalgia sounds fantastic. First attacker skill, placed right back on top. I like that a lot. So we can weaken you, and then just do that again next turn. Then we got 12 damage incoming. So we can do... We want to get them close into pounce range. That's sort of my damage solution. Vulnerable on this guy is just dead with pounce. So... Chipping away at these guys and willingly taking 2 damage, I think is a solid direction towards that. Alright, 2 damage, not too bad. And then Scare is literally this fight was a contributing factor as to why I picked this up. This is a card I'm going to want back in my hand next turn. So, honestly, I could just keep neutralizing them. That's kind of a convenient way to go. Now that guy's in pounce range, I might as well play Scare. No reason to save it. Defend when you can. This guy's still just dead to the... Yeah, okay. Dead to the potion. So we're gonna do that and that. So I can't just plan to pounce all of these guys, but with Nostalgia, it's not the worst idea. It actually kind of makes sense that this guy's doing 10 damage and you're just dead now. And I have enough energy to play all of these. So we can you. We can play 9 damage. This guy's dead to pounce, so we can just focus on all of them, I guess. I mean, that's a full block. Like, we have a dead... What are these guys technically called? Phantasmal Gardeners? I mean, they look like eels to me, but... Alright. 10 damage on one, and then he's dead to poison. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I'll play this just to be clean about it, but yeah, he's dead to poison. This is a really good fight so far. What do we take, like 3 damage? I kind of forgot to use my potion. I got too excited. I think we have lethal, though. 13 damage. Oh my god. I was going to use a potion anyway. It's fine. It's fine. That was the plan. Snecko Skull only affects 1 card. And I had a run in the past. I was playing multiplayer with the lady. And I decided to make like a whole deck around poison just because I picked up Snecko. Like I basically changed from a Shiv deck to a poison deck. And it was not a good idea. I don't want to get baited like that again. Afterimage just sounds awesome. I mean, we're going to have to play those curses anyway. We've got, you know, 0 cost cards lining up. Pounce makes them free. I like Afterimage. All right, we don't need to upgrade Pounce. We are taking 2 more elites. I don't think anything is more important than just keeping our health up. We're taking 2 more elites. I think I could be forgiven for playing it on the safe side here. This looks like a lot of awesome stuff. I want that. I want that. I want that. All right. I like a full block. I'm chilling. Yep. Okay. All right. Bit of a slow start, but Ascender's Bane is out of the way. Afterimage is in play. Nostalgia is not a card in my deck. It just occurred to me. I think that's kind of funny. Weak for free. I don't know what I'm ever saving it for. Strike would have blocked me for more, but 20 damage is 20 damage. That's 15 to the dome. And, oh, it's between turns. I completely forgot about that. I love that so much. We can do that, do that, do that, and then I'll just play this for Precise Cut to do 13 damage. So we've basically got a couple of very strong attack cards. We could stun him. He's going to come back doing a lot more damage, but I think we can do it. Hoping to reshuffle into the poison. Get that moving quicker. Love it, love it, love it. All right. 35 damage plus 6. We're going to do 26 if we pounce. I think we got it. So I'm going to play this just to get it out of my hand. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm not keeping track of my health, but I think that was like 15 damage. Versus an elite, that's not bad. Intimidating Helmet. Wait, did you just make my favorite attack card in my deck block me for 4? That's... Thank you. Exposed. I was just saying it. Like, I would love Vulnerable right now. Skulking Colony has that shield. Meal Ticket is interesting. I don't have a guaranteed use for that, but down the line. And what was that total? Yeah, 15 damage. Not bad at all. I think we can do it. We have a rest site and a fire potion. I knew it was Skulking Colony. We got this. Scare is probably better versus a multi-attack, but I don't know. What else am I saving it for? I don't think this is worth a fire potion. Usually you want to max out his damage every turn because he's a brutal enemy. And expose once again. This draw order is not ideal. So once again, this is a situation where I'd love to save this for when he's actually got block. But, you know, if we can get near max damage, I'll take it. Pounce, hello. That's just instant max damage. I'm so happy about that. Let's do that. That's full block. This is already max damage, but I mean, whatever. Can't go below it. Yeah, this is the big attack that you usually like to avoid. And if I was a better player, I probably could have seen this coming. So what's about to happen is I'm about to get clocked for an enemy that probably could not have been dead this turn anyway. I was thinking if I fire potioned, he'd be at 20 health right now instead of 27, but I don't have 20 damage in my hand anyway. Wow. What am I nervous about? After image, adding 4 block just saved me 4 health. I love it. And that's lethal. Not bad. What, 10 damage? Tuning Fork is a solid block solution. I like it. Cloak and Dagger plus After Image sounds like a yes. I'm gonna do something a little crazy. Like giving that 1 more block and 4 extra damage is like actually something I want. It sounds like the wrong play, but I like it. Cloak and Dagger is one of those cards that I can't objectively say is a required upgrade or anything dramatic like that. But I know that every single time I use that card and it's not upgraded, it bugs me. Every single time. It drives me crazy. Survivor is just better here because it empties my hand a bit more. Makes Precise Cut do more. So 45 damage turn 1, I'm loving it. So I just feel like this makes sense. And now you can see I'm getting 9 block just from that card. Just because that one extra shiv. 4 extra damage. Like it goes a long way. Especially if you throw in, you know, now there's a good excuse here for accuracy or something else like that. That could make it do more damage. It's solid. Expose. This guy never gets block, so the only reason I'd ever save it is for like a bigger attack turn, but I don't really have enough card draw right now to get that greedy. Tuning Fork is impossible to trigger there, but oh, poison! Math is so hard. I should use it more. That is so much damage. All right, I think with our fire potion we can get out of this unscathed. Yeah, I think a fire potion makes more than enough sense right here. Saving 30 damage is fantastic. Pen Nib on Pounce could be so great. Knife Trap is just bait right now. We've got 1 Shiv card. It's not Knife Trap. 2 Poison Stabs, considering we have Snecko Skull, is kind of a thought. I just don't think we have enough of a poison deck going here. If I had picked up Noxious Fumes when I saw it, or I had any other real way to actually work with poison, I would consider it. Hand Trick is nice. I have 1 discard. I just don't see that makes sense. We have an upgraded block card and weak. Like we have no solid use for any of these cards, unfortunately. But here we go. So 100 gold that I don't have any forecast of using, or a relic that's probably not going to help. If we go to the Compendium and go to the relic collection, I believe events are down here. Yeah, I think the relics from this event are somewhere in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, like it's like the Dark Zone Periapt, which is not helpful. Dreamcatcher did help in one of my runs. I got that one on camera. Hand Drill, not that good. I mean, it works with Expose. Like, sure, we'll grab a relic. Yeah, Dreamcatcher. So I'm probably gonna have to rest. Here's one thing I don't like making this call for. So I think let's do the order. So we did Phantasmal Gardeners, then the Terror Eel, then the Skulking Colony. You always get a new one. Then we get Terror Eel again. So I think it's random, because we got the Terror Eel as our only, like, If we get Skulking Colony, we'll be okay. Honestly. Actually, yeah. Phantasmal Gardeners was 8 damage with a weaker deck than we have now. And I did use 2 potions. But we got stronger from that. Terror Eel is the only one, and I did 0 damage on that with a fire potion. Honestly. We have good blocking versus all the elites, and we've got Tuning Fork coming up. I did use potions for this. I'm not unaware of that, but I think we're honestly potentially okay. So, with that being in mind, I'm not sure... We can at least attack this guy before he's a problem. I like that. And then... we can expose one of these guys after we attack them. It's not a big deal. Can neutralize you to go from that to 0. Then we can get some damage rolling on you. That brings you down to like 20. So could attack them. And then Survivor is probably just the smartest way to get the most block. That's a full block. Then we hit one of each with 0 damage taken. And then we can weaken all of them. Like, it's kind of crazy to go into an elite. 5th one with this much going on. All right, I like it. So I don't want to expose just this dude, but we need to do 14 damage. And this is exactly 14 damage if I use all my attacks. That's so cute. I like it. Sure. Let's use what we got. This is what an upgrade is for, you guys. We have a dead eel because I upgraded 1 card. And then that's just a full block. I can save both of these. All right. You know, I'm not gonna look a gifted hand in the face or something. All right. Tuning Fork is gonna just do what it does right here. I love that. Precise Cut's 9, and he's poisoned. So I feel like that brings him down to 6 health. So if I Precise Cut here, he'll basically be in strike range. And then this puts him in pounce range, 11. That brings him down to 12. 2 strikes. And then we'll have a Pen Nib going on. So if I do this, and then Pen Nib the guy in the middle, that'll be Death with Strike. Might not be the right play, though, considering all that's going on here. 12 damage, expose, he's lethal, and then full block. It's boring, but I like it. Or we could just do that, and then... Oh, alright, he's dead to poison, at least. And then get him 1 strike away from death, and get the full block. Cool. It's weird, recording this is like a good way to force me to slow all the way down and think about what I'm doing. So that's full lethal, and that is, what are these guys? They are not terror eels. I got them mixed up in my brain forever ago. Phantasmal Gardeners, 0 damage taken, 5 elites, Act 1. What a great act. What the hell? Deflect could be good. A 0 cost block card is something I've sort of been hoping for, and that with After Image is, you know, 5. And considering Pounce is an expensive card, it's something I could play and then Pounce and then just have that. I like it. I'll grab it. And I'm probably going to rest. Yeah. Dreamcatcher especially makes this really nice. A second Pounce is awesome. I'd rather play the one that we have more frequently. And like 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cards get out of my way. So I actually have like a 17 card deck. Drawing more cards could be nice. Predator, turn 1, at least they're vulnerable. Expose, it's a strong attack. Precise Cut's free. Deflect is free. I mean... I think Predator would just increase... But then Pounce allows us to play our skills more, and that makes the Precise Cut stronger. Am I overthinking this? I don't know. I will grab 1 more Pounce. Maybe even upgrade it. Is that a mistake? I don't know. I don't know. It feels good, though. Alright. I can play 0 skills this turn. I'm not going to waste that. Sure. Yeah. Yep. And I figure with 2 Pounces, it just means we're going to have free skills for a lot of this run, which is awesome. So we can just play that for nothing. And then get stuff. Oh, that was a Pen Nib wasted. Well, that's what I get for not paying attention. That is why we rested for sure. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, I could just defend and pounce, get a full block because of our intimidating helmet, and then next turn I just get a free skill. Beckon. After Image Beckon is funny. Expose when I don't have an attack in hand just feels wrong. I don't want to waste my free skill, but I want to advance Tuning Fork. I'm not sure what's more important, to be completely honest. We are at 4, so making this go from 4 to 6 means I'm still not playing it the next time he attacks, so I'll be a little less greedy. I really want to play exposed when I actually have attacks in hand. Survivor makes sense. Yeah. I guess I could just advance Pen Nib and Tuning Fork. That's really all I'm doing on that turn. That's fine by me. So, backing out of the way, obviously. Poison Stab. And then I like the Cloak and Dagger. Advances Pen Nib just a little bit faster. I did not have Pen Nib in my deck when I picked up that card, but one extra Shiv goes a long way. 25 damage is brutal. Scare has been saved for this purpose. And then now I just have Tuning Fork to come on in and help me out. I have 2 Pounces upcoming, and I want this guy out of here. So I think it's finally time to expose. I think... Ooh, that's unfortunate. Alright, well... Strike, and I really don't want a Pen Nib Strike. Like, Pen Nib Strike... Actually, okay. Pen Nib Strike does 9 extra damage. Pen Nib Pounce does 10 extra damage. Is that really what I'm doing right now? I mean... Yeah. That's so annoying.
Is the Grinch.
Is that really what I'm doing right now? Because 34 damage is still not lethal. I still think it makes sense to keep the damage on. I think I just did more damage this turn than waiting, which is what I was going to do, is wait. So I think that actually made sense. I think he's going to go intangible, and I could end the fight now. Yeah, it'd be 28 damage. But I can't afford all that. Okay. I think an energy potion makes sense. I think he's going to go intangible, though. We can block. Wasted my free skill, but I advanced Tuning for, and I full block, so. Alright. We got him. We got him. I think it was a clean fight. A lot of my cards could definitely use upgrades. Expose, upgraded, just one extra turn of vulnerable goes so far. But it's, yeah. It's fine as it is. We got through it. Abrasive could be good. Thorns would be a lot of extra damage, 1 dexterity. We are in an interesting position where we're just blocking enough every time. But I've also only got 1 discard card. Getting this in play consistently would be very difficult. The Hunt could be fine. I've never liked this card. Finishing on 1 attack is difficult, and then it's kind of a curse for a lot of your fight, because you don't want to play it until it's the last hit, and then I don't even get the last hit off a lot of the times. It's kind of embarrassing. 2 After Image is kind of block solved. I mean, if we're barely blocking now, 2 After Image will do it. Okay. Black Star. I've never actually grabbed Ectoplasm in this game. And Runic Pyramid. Okay. I'm smiling like a clown here because we just took 5 elites. And Black Star is just telling me to keep it up, champ. And I see 3 fights and a shop and an elite. Followed by... I mean, there's so much combat. Like, as much as I love Black Star, this is 4 fights in a row. 5 is really... really tough. I think 1 less... Yeah, I think this path is great. Well, that means Black Star is basically grabbing 2 extra relics or Runic Pyramid. Runic Pyramid means I could save Pounce for Pen Nib. I can save Expose for the right turn. Precise Cut gets weakened, but what can you do? I mean, it's Runic Pyramid, right? And the Silent has, like, all the discard cards in the world, so... Okay, do we have a late shop there? We do. So we could... I mean, I've got 400 gold, so... I don't want to spam too many fights. I think this makes sense right here. Up to the campfire, elite campfire, and then... shop if we need it, or rest site if we need it. Alright, my lines aren't the straightest today, but... not worried about it. 15 after image turn 1 is beautiful. Pen Nib isn't far enough to matter. Expose just solves this fight. That's so good. Because this guy's gonna get that big shield that I have to break. I love it. Should I save Pounce or use Pounce? Oh, that's annoying. Pen Nib. Alright, we'll save it. We'll save it. Alright, we got Expose, which just crushes the shield, makes them vulnerable. Pen Nib pounces 42 damage. This deck is feeling really good. Yeah, I must say, I'm liking this deck right now. Cool. We can honestly just wait. We have lethal in our hands. So getting these strikes out of the deck is going to be a big deal. Blade Dance, cost 1 less for each skill? Pinpoint? I don't think we need more conditional damage. I think Blur is fine. Double After Image and all these defends that I'm not even playing for free, Blur would be a fantastic way to bridge stuff. This guy is so brutal. Because 3 random relics after 5 combats is 1, 2, 3. We won't even see it this act. Unless we reroute. Frozen Egg is upgraded powers. That's not worth 200 gold in my opinion. 1 random common relic is fine. The common relics in this game, it was pointed out to me in a tier list video, are actually quite strong. Like, a lot of the best relics you want are common. I think I already missed Lantern this game, but we could get Mega Prep, Anchor, Happy Flower, Strike Dummy would be fine. Vajra's okay. Steko Skull is silent exclusive, so, like, Red Skull I think is actually for Ironclad. But, like, Gorgeous, like, there are a lot of common relics you actually want. 100 gold is fine. Yeah, Festive Popper, 9 damage right out of the gate is a great start to any fight. Like, these guys, for example. Boom, that's a whole hit. I don't have to do anymore. I like it. So, After Image and Cloak and Dagger is a dream. And then you're just doing nothing now. And then that's some damage, And we could just kill. I was going to say, we could blur the defense over, or we could just end the fight. Pounce isn't the strongest here, but what can you do? Scare is a thing. Do that with the tuning fork. Blur just makes the next turn way easier. Now it's 2 more strikes to kill over there. I like to attack enemies that are divisible by 6. So, you know, because you can do that. And we're on Pen Nib here. So Precise Cut is a pathetic waste of that Pen Nib, but we've got lethal in a second here. Yeah, we just need strike and then 1 more pounce of skills. So no problem on that. I could have advanced these a little bit further. Something to consider for next fight. Anticipate. Could be really great. It's a 0 cost card I can just fling out of the way. It advances Tuning Fork, gives me a ton of block, and Blur exists. We have 1 more poison card finally, but if I'm going to grab a poison card, it's not going to be Deadly Poison. I completely forgot we had Meal Ticket. Well, thank you, Meal Ticket. Healing, Book of 5 Rings, Production could be really great, especially with what we got going on here, and Prepared with Runic Pyramid. Okay, so I'm going to remove a strike just out of the gate. That needs to happen. I don't want to spend too much. But I see Prepared as Production as integral cards that could clean my hand. I don't think I need any of this. Footwork is fine, but we've got decent block. It's been solved with After Image. I want to save just a little bit of gold so I can get another strike or move up ahead. Steko Skull has been doing little to nothing for me. Guria is going to be extremely difficult to set up, and Festive Popper for Strike Dummy is cute. 3 extra damage on cards I'm trying to get rid of is fine if an elite gave it to me, but I just talked about how Steko Skull is scaling with a single card I don't even like playing. So, getting Strawberry... it's a relic I'm barely using for a relic I barely need, but I'll take 7 max HP. Why not? It is personally my favorite relic right now, just because of silly reasons. Jokes to the girlfriend when we do multiplayer. Like, I was doing breakfast one morning after watching that tier list, and I was like, ooh, Strawberry. I want to go get Strawberry. Like, it triggered a nostalgia feeling. Like, ooh, I want to go get Strawberry. Like, that was the only reason I wanted to play Slay the Spire 2 that day. It's not that great of a relic. I mean, 7 max HP is fine, but it's not that exciting. Okay, I'm seeing a lot here. So, an extra turn of Vulnerable. I talked about how good that would be. An extra whole energy. I'm talking about cleaning my hand. I am looking at my deck right now as 2 relics that very much want to get advanced a lot, and a lot of bad cards I would like to get out of the way. So upgrading Prepared, I think, gives me the most functionality. This allows me to grab an extra Sly card. It allows me to draw more cards and see more of my deck. It allows me to clean out my hand more frequently. I just think it makes the most sense. After Image... I think this will be a block turn. Cloak and Dagger is really bad for this deck because of obvious reasons, but... Okay. Alright, let's think here. I don't think I need to draw 3 now. I can do that later when he puts a lot of bad cards in my hand. Strikes are not how I want to kill this guy. It's probably Pounce. So that's a full block. Shiv doesn't technically need to do anything right now. Yeah, they do 2 extra damage this turn. 4 extra damage, and I can fire them off now, or just be patient. Anticipate, defend, defend. That's an exact full block. I could neutralize him for no reason. And I could strike once. This is not a good enemy for me. But I'm basically just saving pounce and hoping for expose. So this is what I was talking about. Prepared, I can't play right now. I know that. Poison stab is going to be fine no matter what. So I can draw a couple cards. Get rid of a couple cards. And I have some thoughts here. Expose is guaranteed next turn. Nope, I'm not going to draw enough cards for that. Okay. I sort of want to just go off, but I would really like Pounce to have Expose so I can neutralize. I can get like Pen Nib and Vulnerable. And that's the tricky part. So this is going to be a tricky fight no matter what, just because every attack is going to punish me. And After Image would be really nice. I feel like my deck could be a lot safer after Image. So we could do a defend I'll need next turn, but I'll get guaranteed next turn. I want to save Scare. All right. And I wasted my Tuning Fork. I did not think about that. Do Swift Potion. Okay. These are things that I like to see. This spells a much better next turn. Cool, cool, cool. All right. That's a lot of damage, but we can do some things here. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. And Pen Nib needs 4 more attacks, and I don't have that. So... okay. I like the idea of Pounce here. And then Precise Cut. Then we have a guaranteed Pen Nib 60 damage Pounce for next turn. And a full block going right now, which is beautiful. 60 damage is glorious. And that is very nearly a full block. If we can come out of this, dude, with 2 damage taken, then I'm going to be real happy with myself. Beautiful. He's on cooldown. All the dazes are a problem. I knew they would be. I knew they would be. Oh, boy. It's the cost of doing business. Yikers. Oh. Great. Orichalcum. Well, none of this would have helped in that fight. Although I do believe that was my most difficult fight. I didn't buy Footwork before, and I still don't think it helps me that much now. Although now that I have Orichalcum, I will never play my defense. Well, my defense block for 7, just because of double After Image. I really don't think I need Footwork. I really don't think I do. It's just another card that gets in my way. I gave up on Poison, Scaling, and Skewer. Skewer with my production could be like a 40 damage attack. It just gives me another big attack solution, but Pounce is doing 40 damage. And I can hold that in my hand all the same, and it has more functionality that doesn't waste all my energy. I just don't think any of these cards are what I'm really looking for. Random upgrades at the start of every fight. Sounds fantastic. I am getting a heal before this elite, so I'm not going to worry about that. What would have, like, actually made a difference in that fight? I don't know. Extra exposed damage would have been fine. I actually think I had lethal. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I drew 2 hands full of days. Surprise combat's never a welcome one here, but that's where we're at. Afterimage? I like to keep the expose going. I think the right guy ends up attacking for more. I don't know exactly which one is which. Keeping an eye on Pen Nib. Beautiful. A couple of Toxics can be prepared away if I'm lucky enough. I am not. No, his buff gave him strength, but he's still not attacking yet. All right. We could just production these away, which is probably not a problem. Or we could just discard for now. Tuning Fork happens. Whoops. I like production here. Well, we can hold. We can hold. We can hold. We won't need it. Pen Nib's close to being a problem. Pounce is just dead enemies. Love to see that. I'll play Blur for free. Then we'll production these away. Get that in there. We'll just get Precise Cut out of the way. And then we got Pen Nib tuned up. I don't even know what I'm saying. Queued up. Pounce is doing how much? 40? Love it. Are we really 1 damage off lethal? Gorgeous. Alright. If I draw anything, he's dead. That's hilarious. I knew that could happen. Alright, we'll just do all the things then. This is actually ridiculous. I'm actually taking damage right now? I could have played my own defend and blocked for more. I felt a little silly that turn because I couldn't believe it. 2 upgraded poison cards. Haze discards away. Sure. You know what? Honestly, it's strong enough on its own. I'll go for it. I would still love to get rid of a strike. Every rare, I think I have 2 rares, which if I draw this late, I'll never even see them. Untouchable could be some extra block. I have discard, but I do believe 1 more strike remove is something I still want. 150 gold is like the most I'll spend on that, so that's probably my last shop purchased card remove, but for now I think I made the right choice. After image, pen nibs a year off, so 30 damage on... Honestly, we could just get lethal on that guy. Almost. Okay, bad math. I mean, sure. I don't like killing a Decimillipede early, just because they come right back, but... He's doing 21 damage. I don't think production's worth all that. We have Tuning Fork as well, so if I production, I'll overdo it. Yeah, I don't like killing one early, but it does simplify the fight a little bit. This is a lot of stuff. Wow, okay. We can keep Scare. We have a full block with 3 defends, so I could just. Sure. All right. We're going to draw a full hand, and then we'll have production, and we'll have a lot to do here. So I'm okay with that. We can do that. That is beautiful. It's not even a full block. We could stack neutralize, or I like that plus defend. Still can't afford Haze, but we'll get a strike out of the way. Then pen nib is queued up, and we are, I don't think full blocked. I'm not doing the math. All right, we are full block. Cool. I think double after image is doing what I was hoping. Haze is beautiful. Let's get dexterity, and then get rid of the strikes, of course. We got pen nib ready to go on the wrong one, but I'll take it regardless. Middle guy has the most health. Right guy is doing the most damage. Damage it is, I suppose. It's the only way we can actually kill him. Oh, we're full block if he's dead. That's fine. Yeah, that's actually alright. Because we can pen nib him. I mean, we're beyond full block, so I'll just keep the pressure on and then save my block cards for next turn. I love that they stay free between turns. That makes Pounce so good. Grabbing that second one felt strange, but I've been very happy to have it. Haze is free. Prepare can play for free, but I like that. Let's just do this, just to start the turn. Yeah, that's why I like Haze. Prepared. I was really hoping for a strike there. That changes everything. Yikes. Okay. Blur allows me to just move all my block to next turn. But now we can just focus on the middle guy, get a kill, and start the turn with 16 block. It's not bad. Pen nib is a ways off. 10 damage, 7 damage. It's not lethal. It's so frustrating. That's 23 plus... Yeah, that's a lot of block that I need. But they died anyway. So he's dead to poison, but I'll do the final attack. Not bad. Ugly fight, but I did survive without taking hardly any damage. A vulnerable potion is fantastic, and Gorget is some excellent early game healing. Oof. Up my sleeve could be awesome, because that is 4 cards in 1. That is 8 block, and I would love some shiv spam. I'm not going to lie. That just sounds awesome. I would love an accuracy now as well. Ooh, I don't love this, because common cards aren't exactly what I need right now, but I'm going to think on it. All right, I was not even thinking, just texting. Card library, common cards. What could the cheese give me? Ricochet, Predator, Backflip, Prepared, Snakebite. I mean, a lot of this is better than taking 14 damage. Chosen Cheese is not a relic I love anyway. Max HP is not something that I'm really after. And taking that much damage right in front of a boss is just a no-go, in my opinion. Yeah, the poison cards are too late. Blade Dance is just an 8-block single-use card, which I don't mind. A second Anticipate is probably fine. Sure. Yeah, not my dream cards, but I'll take it. I could rest. I arrogantly think we're okay. An extra production energy could be great. Up my sleeve is hard to use. I know my hand is going to be full a lot. I'm aware of that. What card changes completely when upgraded. Scare gets reusable, which is kind of nice. Blur helps a little. Pounce does a lot of extra damage. 6 or 12 if pen nibbed. Up My Sleeve does give a whole extra shiv. That's important. Production's an entire extra card I get to play, which honestly hasn't come into play much. Afterimage out of the gate. Honestly, just securing that this isn't buried at the bottom of my deck is probably a great start to any fight. Alright, I'll go for it. And then I got an Anticipate upgrade as well, so yeah. Haze turn 1 might actually just be where we're at. I like this play though. Afterimage, strike, strike. Gives me pen nib to start things. So if I draw Pounce, that's an easy play, which I did not. I might have to waste my pen nib. We'll see where we're at in a second here. Prepare draws a couple of cards. I'm gonna get rid of Blade Dance. I really don't want to use that until I have both Afterimages in play anyway. I kind of have to use cards. That's what I'm talking about with pen nib. And I don't have... I don't have my... Okay. I could just play defense. I really want to save my pen nib. And I'm going to use my potion. Unlucky. Actually, there is a Pounce. Alright, we'll take it. We will take it. That makes Up My Sleeve free. I don't mind that at all. Let's do Afterimage, Up My Sleeve. 2 block, 2 block, 2 block. And at least the first Up My Sleeve is worth 4 block. This is not a full block, but I'm liking where we're going so far. Production, Blur, Cloak and Dagger. Use the vulnerable as much as I can. I'm really liking Blur in this deck. Room of Cheese, lol. It's one of my favorite events. Believe it or not, I like it a lot. It's just, it's a difficult event to really take advantage of. Get that Pounce going. I could BS my cards away, but I don't have Blur. And, so Precise Cut could do a little more if I waited, but... That's a really weak boss. That's half its health in 4 turns, so it's not a fast deck, but I'll take it. I don't know what I'm saving Scare for if it's not to prevent damage. So saving 6 damage and blocking for 2 is a solid situation. Anticipate is doing as I'd hoped. We're full block. Pen nib. I am not pen nibbing a strike. I'll just redraw this defend if I play it. We'll hold off. Saving some energy is never a fun feeling, but... Okay, an upgraded strike. I mean, 27 damage isn't nothing. It's just not what I was hoping for. Let me get a cheaper Frantic Escape. I mean, that's full block. Sure. Strike for 27. You gotta actually do damage eventually. You can't greedily wait for your strong cards forever. Pounce into Haze sounds okay, but Prepared into better cards sounds even better. Ooh, yeah, I like that. So instead of pouncing right now, we have another turn of vulnerable. We could Blur. We could weak Pounce into Blade Dance, which actually I think has more block than defend. And I think I pen nibbed the right attack. If I didn't, then whoops. I did not realize pen nib was coming up. I hope I pounced on pen nib. If I didn't, it's fine. I'll live. We can Cloak and Dagger. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. Pen nib is not going to come up. And then we don't have any strong attacks soon. So I think just going for it is fine. Keeping the poison on is... How does he have 12 poison? Have I been playing... Oh, Haze. That's it. Haze for sure. Alright. Let's... do this. I'm dead this turn, so let's pay attention to that. And I'll just get these out of the way. That advances both of these relics by a lot. I'm glad I paid attention to the Sandpit. That was nearly my own death, and that would have been very embarrassing. Deflect is just a good thinking card. 1, 2 makes Pounce pen nibbed. Is that really what we're doing? That's not lethal! Oh, but he is. When it takes its turn, I'll be eaten. So poison kills, right? Oh, okay. Alright. This game is very literal. It's very literal when they talk about what does what. Bullet Time could be a fun card to just spam out my entire deck. Serpent Form is just so expensive and so little chip damage. This never it's never impressed me. Every time I played this card, I don't think I have enough shivs and such going here. I know I'm using Afterimage, so in a slight way, I want to be spamming cards as much as possible. I just don't think I am right now. Shadow Meld is incredibly good. Yeah, especially with Runic Pyramid. I get to just use that whenever. Absolutely. Max HP by 31 would be cute. Apotheosis is interesting because I've already established that I have a really hard time knowing what to upgrade anyway. So upgrading everything would be great. That would make my deck a little bit better, but I think the most important stuff is upgraded. And my damage scaling is not there yet, by the way. 40 damage, Pen Nibs, 60 damage pounces are not, or like vulnerable Pen Nib, are not going to kill these bosses. I need to get a lot stronger now. 2 free potions. If I had the potion belt, that'd be great. If I had the 4 extra ones, that'd be great. Max HP by 31 just gives me a lot of room for mistakes, which might be exactly what I need. I want to be on the lookout for better cards. Right now, this deck, I do not think wins. That's kind of the scary part. 3 elites into an earliest shop into, or I'm sorry, 3 fights into 2 elites with campfires could be good. I don't mind that. And that might be the way to go. And Apotheosis could just guarantee whatever I end up with gets upgraded. I don't mind that. 31 max HP is a lot. Like, that gives you a ton of buffer. I have grabbed this before with great success. And I'm just not really sure what the right decision is. I think Apotheosis is the way to go. I think upgrading every card I find by default can't be a bad thing. And I do start, at least with Booming Conch, with a lot of extra energy. And that'll obviously be my very first upgrade. And I like this pathing. You know, this gives me chances to rest and find new cards, and then everything I grab will be guaranteed upgraded. So, production upgraded is cute because of Apotheosis. So, I mean, that is the only correct start, right? I'm kind of looking for Blur, which I did not find. Kind of a lame turn 1, but Scare being upgraded is kind of cool. Like, there are a lot of little upgrades that I kind of wanted, just couldn't justify. So now I can just play that without having to think about it. I think this will make my deck a lot stronger. I'm looking forward to this. Shadow Meld. I want to play Haze. That's what I can't do. Well, I could pounce Haze. I might. Oh, I mean, it won't kill. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid turn. 40 block is so insane. Shadow Meld's a really, really strong card. Yeah, I can just play that without even thinking about it anymore. Yup. So much block, it's crazy. Up my sleeve and pounce was a combo I genuinely did not see. All right, that's Pen Nib. So we're gonna breathe for just a second. All right, I might have underrated Apotheosis. My deck is so much stronger now with everything upgraded. This is absurd. Like, everything is better. Just a little bit of an extra shiv action, extra block. Tactician is not something I need. Of course these are all upgraded, by the way. What the hell? I don't know that I'll need Tactician. Has energy been an issue more than like, production? Me, kind of. It's hard not to grab Tactician. I'll do it. Wow. All that extra energy just gets me through my deck faster. Alright. I am not going to be that guy that goes and gets himself killed over wanting to just play Apotheosis, but I do think it's actually going to be fine. I can afford everything. I won't be able to play Defend. I could get Afterimage. Apotheosis. Scare. Defend, and then I'm taking 19 damage, 3 damage, and I can't weaken them. So expose on this guy, by the way, gorgeous. I'll just keep you weak. Oh, Gorget, doing your job. 3 damage. Apotheosis really wants that upgrade, huh? Shadow Meld is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Afterimage, Shadow Meld, anticipate. I don't want to expose this guy yet, but yeah, I do. Just go for all these shivs. 1, 2, 3. This is Pen Nibbed. It's kind of a waste of a Pen Nib. It's a waste of a pen nib, and he's not getting blocked next turn. And we're not... Yeah. We have a lot of leftover energy. Ice Cream would be really great. Yeah, there's Pounce. Yeah, but then he has all his block back. So how much damage extra did I really get? I don't know, but he's dead, and it feels good. Tactician is just free. Dude, Pounce is an animal. Pounce is ridiculous. I'll take another Blur, by the way. Blur would be very strong in this deck. This deck is kind of crazy right now. I'm liking what's happening. Pounce and the Sly cards. Reflex? Absolutely. Pounce and a Reflex. It's interesting how Pounce is... Because Sly cards are playable, Pounce is kind of, sometimes, a discard card. Weird. Alright. I want to play Apotheosis, believe it or not. But I'm not sure what's the right way to go. Let's do this. Let's do that, that. Make Apotheosis cheaper. That's nearly a full block. It is a full block. Math is so hard. Alright, cool. Now we can do things. After Image, weaken him. I can play Production. I'm looking at that. Yeah. I love that Apotheosis. Ooh, that's Pen Nib. Damn it. I can do all of this next turn. I can do all of this next turn. How interesting. That's such an... Dude, Reflex being free is exactly what I was saying earlier. It's so silly how good that is. We'll do this. And then this draws... a full hand. What the hell? So Survivor Tactician is a profit. Blur is a thing. Wow, this is so satisfying. I do have enough hand space for that. And then all of these shivs just... they just build up a ton of block. They advance Pen Nib. They do damage in their own right. I'm pre-full block, which is gorgeous. Can I honestly just play Haze and hit next turn? Is that really what's happening right now? I love that. I don't know if Haze is like the best card I could have played there, but whatever, right? I don't even think I need Shadow Meld. Let's do After Image. That. Yeah, I mean, let's get Blade Dance out of the way. That leaves me on perfect Pen Nib. I got Shadow Meld. Basically got full block in my hand. Yeah, so we're gonna do Production. No, we don't need that for these cards. Let's do Shadow Meld. That. And then we'll... Precise Cut's probably gonna do less than a strike, but... not sure exactly. Not my strongest Pen Nib, but that's where we're at. Yeah, 12 damage is still more than a strike, so... Yeah, my deck is getting a little weak. A little weak. I need an accuracy or some kind of strength scaling relic or something. Or I could just attack the enemy. Skewer, Leading Strike, again, it's just more shivs that aren't buffed. I do have a lot of extra energy. Skewer could actually be a thing. Like, Production just sits in my hand a lot. So, Production, Tactician... I could see Skewer rattling off like 40 damage. It's heavily affected by me being weak. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance. Feels like that's a good play. It's a full health. No relics to be afforded. A third After Image is... Wow. Am I buying nothing here? This is unfortunate. I mean, a Power Potion is something... There are events that want my gold, so like, waiting on that isn't terrible, but buying stuff I don't need is tough. Like, Stratagem is fine. I guarantee a card when I shuffle, but I'm not shuffling that much, to be honest. A third After Image just makes me invincible, but I'm kind of already invincible. So, I don't need a regen potion. Let's just touch him Insanity. Let's grab a colorless potion, I guess. Eesh. Oh boy. Not thrilled about that. This deck is very slow, and I don't need upgrades anyway. I'm definitely not getting the relic. I'll take a 75 HP dummy, sure. Let's do this. So, we don't need to play After Image. Pounce into free Apotheosis. And then we'll save our Pen Nib. Probably could have done that out of order, but we got an upgraded Pounce in. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Maybe I could have gone for a different upgrade. But again, card upgrades would not help me in this deck. Double after image. That is cute. I think this turn is just going to hurt. Tuning Fork. That's 1 skill. That's 2. That's 2. Sweet. That's a full block. Oh, I probably could have played after image. Alright, sorry. Too many things going on here in one turn. Taking a lot of damage, wanting to block a lot of damage, remove all artifact. I kind of forgot that was part of that. Let's do nothing. He's going to put a bunch of burns in my hand, and I don't like it. But so every card I play right now is just going to be a burn next turn anyway. Oh, it's so weird to do this, but yeah. Okay, I think that actually makes sense. So we can just after image expose. Oh shit, that's fine. Advance pen nib, and then we'll save all of this for a better turn later. Yeah, I like that turn a lot. It's weird to just take a beat and do nothing, but sometimes that's the right way to go. Oh, I can do a lot here. We'll get some extra energy. Then pen nib. Dude, paying attention to pen nib has made me so happy. Haze is free, so now he's poisoned, and I am full block. Convenient. Pounce is doing a great job in this deck. Reflex. Oh, they got new card art. That's cool. Should I save Pounce? No. Free Reflex is so satisfying. Blur could be good next turn. Yeah. And then, of course, 4 burns is just kind of there. Yeah, I like this. Let's just save 33 block for next turn. Let's go to the next attack prepared. 50 damage. Scare is just free. Okay. So now he's doing 37. I mean, is it really just Skewer? I would love to pen him Skewer. Let's do that. And all of that is block, of course. Precise Cut's free. Yeah, sure. We don't need any more block. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright. Just need to play one more attack and Skewer. Not a turn of my dreams. I mean... Okay. Yeah. Alright. So... Skewer Pen Nib would be a fun turn. I have no guarantee of block in the future. So let's do that. I really don't want to waste Tuning Fork. Cool. Both of these are on 9. Skewer is going to do 66 damage, which is not going to kill him. I know that. But at least gives me some things to think about. Yeah, next skill is free, but I don't have enough for that to even matter. So I'll just do this, do that, do that, do that. It's not even a full block. I have to use my pen nib or take a little bit of damage. I can afford a little bit of damage. 3 damage is fine. Lining up Skewer and pen nib has been more difficult than I expected. All right, we're going for it. Sure. I mean, we got lethal next turn, but yikes. What an ugly, ugly, ugly turn. Eesh. Juzu Bracelet. Just what I needed. A second Blur. Sounds fantastic. I like going straight up. I still like this. Red Mask. Sounds awesome. And then obviously, I mean, obviously. If it's not Apotheosis, I don't know what we're doing. Alright, 17 damage turn 1. Party Popper doing a thing. Giant Hand due to Booming Conch. I'm loving all this. After Image, Apotheosis. In that order. Scare is reusable, so might as well stack that weak. Prepare just for some better hands. And save Expose. I want to use Pounce right now, but Poison Stab, Blade Dance just advances Pen Nib, so we're going to do that. He is within 60 damage, which would be a pen-nibbed pounce. So I'm just going to move on to the next enemy. I did forget to full block. Ouch. Alright, we're going to just use cards here. Alright, cool. So we got 1, 2, pounce. I forgot to not attack that guy on the right, because there's a lot going on. Reflex is a free draw. After image will just keep me alive. Advanced pen nib. I'll never get to use skewer again. That might be okay. Honestly, I think letting skewer go would be just fine. These are two really good defend cards, but I don't need both my defense. So I think those are some cards I can happily exhaust. We have to use all of these, so we can just do that. Survivor's free and it plays Haze. I think that's the way to get the most block. Yeah. So I'm taking 26, I think like 3 damage. And then I don't even know. Oh yeah, I gorge it, so 1 damage. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Shadow Meld is just free to play. That makes sense. Cloak and Dagger. I'm not really worried about damage distribution. I just want to get that guy dead. Progressing the fight. Okay, hello, Double Blur. I mean... Pen Nib is ready to go. That's a great turn. Stack up 29 block. Sure. It's not the strongest pen nib ever, but... Yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for with Double Blur. Exactly what I was hoping for. 70 block between turns. This is still, I'll say it, a weak deck. Things are not going the way of my dreams, but we are getting there. Lantern is just beautiful on the silent. Basically get to start every fight with an adrenaline. Phantom Blades is useless because I have Retain, and nice because 12 extra damage is something. I'm begrudgingly grabbing that as it's like the only card that's offered me any damage from my shivs. Okay, so the problem I'm facing right now is that I need better cards. I still am saying, like, I do not have... Literally 1 accuracy would be great. I don't know what this rest site is doing for me. I don't need any upgrades at all. Apotheosis solves that. I don't have Guria. I've got Dreamcatcher, which is just, you know... I have no use for a rest site. 2 extra fights with guaranteed upgrade card awards, or even, like, an extra fight in an event, I just think has the highest potential of making me stronger. Now, taking a bunch of damage... Well, is not really what this deck is about, is it? So... yeah, alright. I guess it's just one of those turns. I think I'll take out the guy that downs my strength first. Yeah. We got block. Yeah. Okay, cool. I know I can crack this guy's shield, but this is the one we want to go for. 7. Pounce is... Yeah, then Blur just keeps it going. Pounce is just almost pen-nibbed. I'll start there. Yeah, I'm looking at Tuning Fork here. I like Production. Although I don't need it. Because check this out. Oh, that's a full hand. Okay, I was going to do Reflex, but now I can't because I didn't think ahead. Alright. This is my punishment. But I can still play Reflex. So I want you, and then 48 damage is just the most we can do. That's free to play now. Precise Cut's gonna do nothing for sure. I don't have Blur, so I don't want to Shadow Meld, but Blade Dance is almost enjoying enough room in my hand. Now it is. Oh, it's really 0. Okay, well I guess I'm just advancing Pen Nib, which is really, really, really gross. Oh, shit. At least I have Strike now. Yikes. Alright. I mean, Pounce just gets him dead. Is it the best use of that? I don't know. I'm a little uncaring. Yes, and Phantom Blades is going to be a thing. It's not guaranteed to draw, though. I don't want to waste Pen Nib, but I got to do some damage eventually. Alright. Alright, a very reserved turn. Ascender's Bane is embarrassing. So let's just do... Oh, that's not a lot of block at all. This is an unfortunate situation to be in. Alright. Probably should have saved one Shiv, but I am underthinking this fight, and I will admit that clearly. Production... Ooh, Pen Nib Skewer with production in hand sounds gorgeous. Let's work on that. And then we can do Phantom Blades. Alright. 2 more attacks, and then Skewer is a dream. I like what's going on here. We can do that. And Tactician? Wait, is that just lethal? Didn't even need Pen Nib. Touch of Insanity for what? I mean, I could make Reflex free. That is an incredible card to have. I think I swapped out Touch of Insanity for Colorless Potion, and now I'm going back on that. I love it. Discard my entire hand and I deal double damage. Okay. That is some extra strength. I said I was looking for it. Give me something to use my gold on. Ooh, custom card. Is it the skill that draws cards? Oh, that'd be beautiful. I think I need card draw more than energy. Just a way to get through my deck better. I like it. Extra energy could make Skewer better, but speccing all the way into Skewer is kind of a weird game plan. I'm not sure I need that. 5 energy turn 1. Thank you so much, Booming Conch and Lantern. That's out of order. I was going to do After Images first, but then I just got too excited and started doing things. Pen Nib, Pounce. I didn't even need it last time, so I could use it in my next fight. That just makes Haze free. And then I've got 20 out of 23 block. Anticipate technically blocks me for 2, which I think is hilarious. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I don't need 3 health. I'm fine. This could just be a blur turn. I like it. I don't even think he's attacking next turn. I just want to clear up my hand. Yeah, literally. I could blur this, maybe. Oh, he is attacking. Cool. I love pre-full blocking. It makes me so happy. Strike, strike? Is that what's happening right now? Or am I just going to play Reflex? Sure. Not the most exciting turn ever. Oh, he just doesn't stop attacking. Is that what's going on right now? Can he chill? Can someone tell him to chill? This is not the turn where I wanted to use Reflex for free. Let's do this and this and just see how things are looking when we get there. That's mostly blocked. That's why we just play it out sometimes. Yeah, I think that's full block. 28 damage? Yeah. Sturdy Clamp would have been nice in this deck. So, we've got a Skewer off Pen Nib. I think we can get there. This is going to be fun. Alright. I like what's going on. We can do a little bit of blocking. A little bit of defending. And we're going to do 1, 2. Uh-huh. Yeah. I like it. Pen Nib vulnerable energy stacking Skewer is a strategy that's coming together. Energy Potion? Oh, man. Whetstone's useless in my deck. A second Tactician is not. I would like a lot of extra energy. Do I need that much extra energy, though? Sure, why not? Alright, Skewer's upgraded without any help. I like that. I don't think I need an energy potion more than 3 random cards. 3 random cards could easily be 3 strikes. And it could easily mess up my Pen Nib and my Tuning Fork. It is a really good potion type. But I think Energy Potion is like exactly what I could use in my deck. Alright. Alright, we got this. Eldon's in chat. So because everything's upgraded, I might as well just rest and see a new card. Is it Dash or Dagger Throw? It could be Dagger Throw. Draw 1, discard 1. It's a lot of functionality my deck favors. 40 cards. It's a little bigger than I expected. That's what she said. Alright. After Image, Apotheosis. It's not Pen Nib. This guy punishes us for playing skills. He gets permanent attack for skills. Oh boy. Take 4 damage. We can do this. Reflex, pounce, expose. Alright. Let's do that. Let's do this. Damn, he's out defending me. He's out attacking me almost. Skewer is basically just lethal. It's 48 damage, leaves him with 11 health. Okay, let's do Survivor Tactician. Point stab's 12. That's 16 times 4 is 64. I've played Minecraft before. I think that's it. I mean, it's not an exhaustible attack, so he's just out of here. I like it. I don't have other powers to get on. I mean, after image, of course, but we'll get there. Mad Science is awesome. Okay, this is looking really great. Yeah. Oh, that is not the card I thought it was. Alright. I don't even care. I guarantee. I thought that was the double block card. Alright, we'll just do everything exactly the same. Oh shit, I didn't play strike. Dude, I am messing up left and right. That was not what I thought that was. But we got there. Shoot. So we're still full block. I can still production skewer. We're fine. We're still fine. So yeah, this discards your hand. Okay. Got it. Is this still lethal? 64? No, I lost it because I, Shit. That's so dumb. I'll waste my potion. Oh, it sucks to misplay like that. But hopefully it'll be alright. Okay. 33 damage is a lot. Start there. This discards my hand. We don't want that. Tactician. Okay. We can do after image. This might be a production turn. No, it's not. I love that every defend I play is upgraded. Cloak and dagger, just oof. To blur all that energy is so good. Now I can shadow step. Now I can shadow step, throw that hand away, and know that all of this is doubled. I love that. Kind of messed up my up my sleeve, but I mean, not kind of. I definitely screwed that up. I was gonna up my sleeve. I think that would have been a lot more than a strike, but that's all right. This doubles my block for real this time. Pen nib is a thing. Is 16 more than 8? Last I checked. Ooh, I had the 12 extra, so that would have actually been a way better pen nib. Why is math so difficult? I'm just gonna save these because of the 12 extra damage. I picked up that card just to do a little bit extra. Playing that immediately is so satisfying. I would love to pen nib one of these. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can kill him this turn. Is this worth 2 block? Kinda. It advances pen nib. Alright, well that hurts. But now I can play this for 32 damage, which hurts him a lot more than it hurts me. Yeah, so if we strike, that's lethal, then I can just blur and defend. Cool. Bring a lot of this to the next fight. This is one of the harder runs I've had in a while. I'm not as well practiced with the silent. Shocking, I know. And it's definitely showing. Skewer is great. I can't save any in this block. So like poison stab, but my sleeve is gonna overdraw. How would I want that? It would give me more pen nib. Yeah. Shadow step is awkward because it would give me so much energy from tactician and 0 cards afterward. Let's do it. All right. So, Skewer is far off lethal. But we can at least advance Pen Nib and get lots of block from this. Not even that much block. Holy crap. Alright. This is kind of a Hail Mary situation. I'm just like playing every card I can to get as much block as I can. I don't think I've built a very strong deck here, but... Oof. Double damage when he's intangible is just embarrassing. I think I'll do nothing. Pounce Reflect is my next turn. Pounce Reflex. I think Touch of Insanity on Pounce could actually be a great way to go this turn. Let's do it. Because now... That's free. Reflex is free. Got Pen Nib off of that. And then we can keep doing things. We don't have Blur. Maybe we can find one. Shivs are fine. That'll do 16 damage. Can save that other one. We're way over block. Just to clear up space. Yeah, 100 block is possible with that Shadow Meld. It's a very good feeling. He's intangible, so we're basically just blocking this turn. Advanced Pen Nib is fine. These are all block. And these will leave my hand, so it'll leave me with 5. I'm just gonna get block. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill the queen. In fact, I'm certain I won't. This fight has been a complete mess, but... Not sure what else I could have done. Shadow Step is just not gonna be it this turn. Alright. I have a plan forming, and I'm not happy about it. Alright. We're gonna Shadow Meld and just block all we can. Oh, wounds don't leave my hand. That's right. Well, that's unfortunate. This would block me for 2. Such a terrible way to use a card. Alright, double damage, emptied hand. Shit. At least it's Pen Nib. Alright. Yeah, take it. Terrible turn again. Intangible again. Reflect, haze, like none of this is stuff I really want. At least I got double blur. Alright, I think we got lethal next turn. Just got here, what did I miss? I'm building a silent deck on Ascension 10, and it's not the strongest deck I've ever done, believe it or not. Let's see what we can do here. Skewer's doing 44. Now it's doing 44 again. We got it. We got it. Used both my potions, but I don't have a lot of confidence for this next fight. I'll say that loud and clear. Shadow Meld's in hand. Phantom Blade. So far, I think we're doing okay. I don't think this is one of those decks where we can just focus the queen and not have to worry about it, but I can try. Yeah, like we're going to be full block without even trying here. So, I'm trying to think of what else to do. Do that. Do that. I really want to do Tactician. I feel like we have plenty of energy for what I need to do this turn, which is basically just pounce. Yeah. It's not a very complicated turn. Oh, my sleeve is free. Shadow Step is not what I want. We can do that. That. I know I wasted my free attack. Oh yeah, that was Pen Nib. Shoot. I should probably be saving shivs for the extra damage, but I am a little discouraged right now. Let's see what we can do here. Cloak and Dagger. That's a full block. And then we can just waste all of our tacticians. Dude, if I had Ice Cream, Ice Cream would have been an extremely good improvement to this deck. Extremely good. Imagine Skewer. Oh, man. Well, we eked out almost a full block. I think I was hoping for Expose, and then didn't realize when I actually got it that it was definitely not the right play. Yeah, that's alright. I tried. It was mostly like a practice run more than anything. I probably won't upload that, but it was fun.